Today is January 2nd, 2022, and where I am in the Vail Valley, it is 3 below according to my phone. VVL starts right now.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Life.
We are VDL.
VDL.
We are VDL.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm Trisha Swenson, reporting to you from the nice, warm, cozy studios here in Eagle Vale. Ty Diaz, he drew the short straw. He is outside. He is reporting, like he said, from Beaver Creek, where the temperatures are below zero right now. It's going to be a chilly start to the morning, but the sun's going to be out later on, and it should be pretty good skiing and riding out there. But thanks for joining us for our show today. We'll be with you for about the next hour. 7:30 to 8:30 is typically when we run, and we're going to give you details on what the weather is going to be like for today. We'll also give you all sorts of ideas on what you can do at Beaver Creek today. We're wrapping up Cheer, which is the week-long celebration over the holidays. And then also, hey, if you're looking for some deals, if one of your New Year's resolutions is to save money, well, you can find lots of value with the outlets at Silverthorne. And then we'll also talk about tacos and drinks at El Sabor and the Magical Lights Vail. It's the last night. Tonight is the last night you can go. So we'll give you details on that. So lots of things to talk about as we enter into the second full day of the new year. Hopefully you had a great New Year's transition and are looking forward to what's to come in the next 12 months. But let's take it out to Ty Diaz. Let's find out just how he's staying warm this morning. I sent him out with a pair of hand warmers. Ty, are you using the hand warmers?
Okay, so I haven't gotten to the point of the hand warmers, Trisha, just yet, but Happy New Year to you. I'm glad you're back from your vacation. And I thought I won that round of being out here this morning. Not that I threw the shortest straw. I am a little bit of an artist, but in this case, again, I thought I won this round. And in a sense, I did, because you're right. I've been in the studio for a while, but I love the energy and the feels that can be found out here, as well as the views of Beaver Creek. Notice how frosty it is just on these treetops. And even in our atmosphere, look back there. And also for the team, they're keeping warm as they are kind of chopping up things and cleaning off snow and ice. And it's just a magical place out here. But I promise you, I won this round. I'm not sure about you.
No, yeah, I think I'm glad you're outside. We usually have you inside, so I said I'll do inside, you do outside. And you know what? Yeah, people are busy. They're getting things ready to go. We can see the lifties getting things ready, and the employees will be making their way up to out of the Chair 6 lift area. And Ty, I think we should talk about ways to stay warm this morning, because we always want you to know we never tell you don't go. We just tell you how to go skiing and riding on a cold day. And Ty, one of my tactics is I do Gandhi laps. So I'll go up either lift 19, the Eagle Bond gondola out of Lion's Head, Gandhi 1. Of course, you've got the gondola chairlift combination right there where you are, but it gives you just a little bit of time to warm up in between the runs. So
you can certainly spend the day, like you're saying, right here off of Centennial 6. They have the chairlift and the gondola, a 6-pack, a 10-pack right there. And like you're saying, do the laps on the gondola if that's where you're looking to hang out. But of course, get inside and warm up. I mean, we're here, the mountain's there for us, but our health and our conditions and everyone in our group, we want to pay attention to that, our extremities to get warm. Years ago, Trisha, I was reminding you, before they put this chairlift in, it was January of maybe 2012, 33 below with wind chill on a regular 4-pack chairlift. If you remember, I had the frostbite underneath my goggles and my balaclava that exposed skin that year. And then that year you put me on frostbite patrol to
Yes.
remind everyone to get inside and get warm. But now we have this gondola to do exactly that.
Yeah, we definitely do. And hey, we want to remind people if they are going to be trying to pop in and get warm, one thing to know is we do have reservations this year for the cafeteria style restaurants, like so over in Vail, Eaglebahn Gondola, the marketplace that's at the top of Eagle's Nest, Wildwood Smokehouse, the Midvale restaurants, and Two Elk. So you go to the Epic Mix app and then the Time to Dine app within that, and then you can make your reservation and maybe do like an earlier lunch. Maybe do a lunch at about 11 and get in there and have some hot chocolate, some soup, that sort of thing. And then you also need to show your proof of vaccination for those locations on Vail and Beaver Creek that are requiring it. So it's a little bit not as spontaneous, I guess, if you're going to be popping in for that hot chocolate. You got to plan ahead for these colder days. So I would say maybe have an 11 o'clock reservation. And then by this afternoon, Ty, we're only going to reach into probably the 20s or so, but that sun is going to help a lot. And did you see it yesterday? I was like, wait, what's that? It hurts my eyes. What's that big yellow orb in the sky?
It was definitely a strange place to be yesterday. The sun was out. And we were talking about the light at the end of the tunnel or at the end of the storm is what we picked up yesterday. Yeah. And it was certainly welcome. And we're going to see a lot of that today, too. So if you're out here hustling and bustling, kind of making your turns on the slope, skiing and boarding, that's going to keep you warm as well. But layering up for the start of the morning, if you're getting after this terrain and this weather, that's going to be the best advice, is layering up.
Well, and you know what, and Ty, I think those hand warmers, they also have toe warmers that you can actually put. I don't know. I think it would be kind of hard.
You mean these?
Yeah. I've got your hand warmers, but the toe warmers, I think it'd be hard to kind of get in your boots without them like sliding off your socks. Now, I did see heated socks at Christie Sports. Do you still have your heated vest? Remember, you used to have that vest that.
I just kind of lost the charging element that goes with my heated vest, but at the same time, since COVID-19, I've gained a lot of weight. Can't say that the vest even fits anymore. It's probably just going to be like a keychain for me. But yeah, I still have it.
Okay, yeah. So heated socks could be your best friend today. The hand warmers, toe warmers, and then also, just having the right base layers too. Having something that's gonna wick away the moisture, because you will, you sweat a little bit too. And I almost say do runs that are a little bit harder, maybe some mogul runs, so you really get your blood pumping, and that will keep you warmer this morning too. But Ty, the snow is gonna be great.
Here. The snow's going to be fantastic. We're going to be sharing with you what the conditions are like on the show this morning, as well as whatever new snow that was received recently. But as we're talking about getting out and doing those runs, how about starting with a lesson, if you can get those in? We're looking at the end of holiday where a lot of families are making their way back to Chicago, provided that you can fly out of DIA or however your way of getting there is. I met a family yesterday that drove in from Chicago because flights weren't leaving. They got here just before holiday. But get that lesson in for today. You can do a half day when things warm up right here in Beaver Creek or at Vail, or get a full day in. And with that, you're also going to learn about safety on the mountain, and you're going to develop some ability to perform skiing and boarding on the slopes. And depending on which lesson you signed up for and your ability, mogul runs too, to keep you warm.
Yeah. Well, and you know what, Ty, you mentioned safety, and I think that's one thing that they do a great job of in all the different ski school and snowboard school classes, especially with the kids. They teach them the rules of the slopes, and I think, it's not like we require anyone to take a driver's license test before they head out on the hill, but it is good to know the code, know that the skiers ahead of you have the right of way, stop in a place where you can be seen by others from above. Don't stop, below a roller where you can't be seen. Just kind of being smart out there. So knowing the code is a huge thing to keep yourself safe.
And as I was sharing with you, Tricia, I was on the snow.com app where I found all of the listings of Vail Mountain Vail Resorts properties, or ski resort locations, shall I say. But there you can find about this. Use common sense. 1 through 7 of Know the Code, but I believe there's now 8 codes. And so for viewers and everyone to kind of get refreshed on that, log on to the resort app and find the Know the Code, the Safety Skier and Snowboarder Responsibility Code, and refresh that conversation with your group before you head out today.
Yeah. Talk about it. Make sure you know what's going on. The merging trails one. Yeah. There's a lot of things you need to know. Okay, well, Ty, I'm gonna let you warm up. Okay, we're gonna try to keep you a combination of indoors and outdoors since it is pretty chilly. So we're talking about below zero temperatures this morning, and we're seeing that in Vail and Avon. Vail is 2 below. 3 below is what I'm seeing in Avon. 7 below in Edwards, and then 10 below in Eagle. So a little bit of an inversion going on. But Ty, are the skies clear? Are we going to see a lot of sunshine this morning?
Well, let's take a look right now, and I'm happy to share with you a lot of blue sky. We're looking for that sun to hit this
Yeah.
area where things could warm up in fields for you while in the sun. So if you're getting out here for the morning, depending on where you're starting your day, be a sun chaser. But if you're doing that drive this morning, also be aware of how that sun glare could affect your
Oh.
commute this morning. So slow things down out there.
You know
Yes?
what, Ty? Speaking of drive, it just reminded me. I really hope everyone's ski boots, snowboard boots, aren't in the car. I hope they're in the condo, the hotel, the house. Okay. 'Cause
Versus frozen equipment in the car. But you know what they say? A lesson learned is a lesson well taught.
Yes, yeah. You'll never do that again. All right. Hey, if your boots are in the car right now, go out. Just go out and get them. Bring them in. Maybe take the liners out and then put them by the fireplace or put them by the heat register. Just get them warmed up. Otherwise, especially your ski boots. Snowboard boots are a little more flexible, but your ski boots, if they are frozen, they're going to be really hard to get on. So warm them up. Or if you're just going straight to the slopes, Ty sometimes would just put them right by the heating vents, and then they're nice and warm when you get to the parking garage or wherever you're parking, and then you can slip them on.
Snug, custom fit and feel. You're absolutely right. But it also is followed by a little bit of laughter if that becomes you and your equipment is frozen for the start of the morning. Yeah, the smile still comes with it.
Yeah, well, and then don't put them too close to the heat register or the fireplace, because I've seen that too, where the ski boots literally melt. So there's a fine line.
True.
So,
That's very true.
okay, all right. Hey, Ty and I are just basically trying to tell you everything we've learned in our years here. So we're trying to help you not have the same mistakes that we've either seen or done. So once again, get those boots out of the car and into the house this morning. But Ty, we're going to give people the first look at their weather this morning. This weather is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings. You can head over there. I'm sure they have a lot of great holiday deals going up, post-holiday deals and sales. But temperature-wise today, a really chilly start to the morning. Here's a live look at the West Vail exits. You can see cars already making their way down to the Front Range. A lot of cars will be going east this morning. And if you want to get down there in a reasonable amount of time, go early or go late. And we'll talk about more of that with the traffic report, but here's what we're looking at. Below zero temperatures right now all throughout the Vail Valley, with Eagle coming in with 10 below. So a little bit of an inversion happening right now, but here's your weather for Vail. Now this afternoon, we're going to see highs reaching into the 20s, and especially with that sunshine, it'll feel pretty good. The wind won't be too bad today, maybe gusting between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Overnight lows will be back down to the single digits, but they'll be above zero. So that's good news. And then for your Tuesday, or for your Monday, probably the nicest day of the week, because we'll have warm temperatures, almost balmy compared to what we're feeling today. But then we get into another snow cycle. And according to Joel Gratz at opensnow.com, they're saying that this could be another doozy of a storm. So we could say possibly 6 inches during Wednesday's portion of the storm for Vail and Beaver Creek, maybe 9 inches for Beaver Creek on Thursday, 10 on Thursday for Vail, and then maybe 3 on Friday the 7th. So looking into another multiple day storm system coming through. I know it's tough driving in it, but it's great for the slopes because we still have some terrain that we're trying to open up. And speaking of your terrain and lift status, over at Vail, we've got over half the mountain open, so that's great. We're excited for that. And but we still have a ways to go. In the back bowls, we do have Sun Up and Sundown Bowl. We have Game Creek Bowl open for you. They're trying to open up their terrain as much as they can. But 62% of the mountain is open right now, 199 out of 317 trails, and 20 lifts are open. And sometimes these lifts aren't open just because they've had a staffing crisis over at Vail and Beaver Creek, just like the rest of the nation has, whether it's in the ski industry, the restaurant industry. We'll get to that in our Vail Daily headlines, but we're just trying to open things up as quickly and as safely as we can. Hours are 8:30 to 3:30 if you want to get out there bright and early. Once again, it is cold. You might think, well, I'm just going to have another cup of coffee, think about it. You can do that, but you know what? Early bird gets the worm. If you're going to get out there, it's going to be an amazing ski experience. No new snow in the last 24 hours, but yesterday morning, in that 24-hour period, we had 6 inches new on Vail and Beaver Creek. So the corduroy is going to be the way to go this morning. And then over on Beaver Creek, we've got 66% of the terrain open and 113 out of 169 trails for you. And they do have all lifts in the 3 different portal areas, Main Beaver Creek, Bachelor Gulch, as well as Arrowhead. And Arrowhead now does have Cresta open to get down to the base of that. So that is just something that's opened up in the last week. But once again, it's been, we had a slow start to the season. We have all the snow now, and it looks a little deceiving. You might think, oh, that trail looks great. It should be open. Nope, they're going to open it when it's deemed safe and when they're ready to go and ready to have the employees to be able to operate in those areas. So that's a quick look at your weather as well as your conditions report. The lifts over at Beaver Creek, they open 9 to 4. So 8:30 to 3:30 right now, Vail Mountain, and then 9 to 4 over at Beaver Creek. But we're going to take a quick break. When we return, we're going to come back with your headlines and traffic information. A good night's sleep can be harder to achieve at altitude. Altitude Control Technology's whole room oxygenation system scientifically simulates a lower altitude, no matter how high your mountain home may be. Increased oxygen levels facilitate better sleep and help to alleviate fatigue. The result is more energy, better mood, clarity of mind, and recovery from exercise. Contact Altitude Control Technology for a free consultation and start sleeping better after one night in your oxygenated room.
The ride of your life is closer than you think. For the first time ever, buy your new car entirely from home with Nissan at Home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway.
Welcome back. Time now to take a look at your headlines, brought to you by Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. I think Ty Diaz is probably going to hop into their location up at Beaver Creek, get warm, get something hot in his hands. They have 2 locations, one right by the escalators on your way up to Centennial Lift at Beaver Creek, and then their roastery location over in Minturn. Maybe you're going to do a snowshoe today. Meadow Mountain is very popular. Hop on over to the Roastery Cafe, grab some snacks, grab some tea, some coffee from Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Company. But here's what made headlines for Sunday, the 2nd of January, 2022. We're 2 days into the new year, and we're starting the year off white. Awesome cover photo by Chris Dillman. Look at all that fun powder. Hopefully it's going to continue throughout the week. But we want to let you know what's happening in today's paper and in our community. And you can see it on the cover. Brian Spots of a 1 Mile Final plays live music Saturday at Pepe's in Vail. The bar and restaurant saw its biggest staff shortage last week, and that leads us into our headlines for today. Making do for the holidays. Reduced hours, no takeout, and lowering capacity are just some of the ways restaurants have dealt with staff shortages during their busiest time. You can read more about this on page A3. Also in today's news, Vail Mountain COO pens an open letter about the staffing shortage. Beth Howard writes, "This has been the most challenging holiday season I've experienced." And Beth has been in the industry for 37 years. So she was very frank about this. She wrote this letter on Vail's Facebook page, and it just kind of explains what they're going to, and being very transparent about opening up new terrain and staffing shortages and what they're trying to do about it. So that is going to be on page A4 today. And then also in today's regional news, nearly 1,000 homes destroyed in the wildfire on the Front Range. So the total has been upped as the days have gone by. This hit areas of Boulder County very hard, and you can read more about it on page A13. And then in the arts and entertainment section, Latin flavors in Lion's Head. El Sabor offers friendly, energetic service, and it's slope side. I don't think you can get any closer. Basically, you have to ski by it to get to the lift. So it's right there by the big bridge in Lion's Head, the skier bridge. And Ty Diaz had a chance to stop by El Sabor, so we'll let you know a little bit more about their flavors and their awesome drinks, the great items on the menu later on in the show. But you can pick up your copy of the Vail Daily in newspaper dispensers this morning. If it's a little too cold for you, you can always go online and just find these stories, archive stories. Sign up for the newsletters, the different alerts. It's good to be connected with the Vail Daily. Vail Daily, bringing communities together for 40 years. Now let's take a look at the roads. And we're going to see a slow-moving start to the day, but it is Sunday, and it's a Sunday after a holiday week, a holiday weekend. So if you are trying to get down to Denver, if you have a flight to catch, make sure you allow plenty of time because the traffic will be high. We can already see some of the eastbound traffic. People that are in the know, they're out there. They're like, whoops, yep, it's almost 8 o'clock. We got to hit the road. So, but roads looking very clear compared to what they'd been, just even 2 days ago. So yesterday gave the plows a chance to catch up after basically a week's worth of storms, and we'll have more storms coming the middle of this week. But for right now, things are looking pretty good. But keep in mind with these low temperatures, a lot of times that ice just sticks around and we don't really get into that freeze-thaw cycle. So please do slow it down, especially in areas like Dow Junction. And if you're traveling east over to Summit County, once you get past Copper Mountain, between Copper and Frisco, there's an area called Officers Gulch, and it stays in the shadows pretty much throughout the day. A lot of black ice it can be found there. So just slow it down, allow plenty of space between you and the car ahead of you, and make sure you've got good tires. So that's a quick look at the roads right now. Let's take it outside and see if we can find Ty Diaz. Maybe he bopped into the... Oh, you're still out. Okay. Where are you now, Ty?
So where I am, and what's really funny, Trisha, is that I'm noticing for the first time the bridge that leads between Centennial Express 6 and Strawberry Park Chair. There's a lot of signs on here, even the one above me, letting you know which direction you're going and exactly where you are. So it's kind of good to get oriented to where you are on the mountain, around the plaza, the village. And you can do so by logging on to beavercreek.com to find out things like the chairlifts, a lift status, shows of many. I want to share with you how things are looking this morning. Maybe you can see down there where a lot of the employees are making their way to work, folks that are making their way to breakfast, maybe to get their rentals and their gear to meet their instructor to start their day on the slopes. 9 o'clock lifts open at Beaver Creek. But at the same time, you were discussing or asking me how the sky was looking this morning.
Yeah.
Gorgeous blue. What a way to start the year here in the mountains in this world-class ski resort. And with beautiful conditions and snow and the sky and of course the staff. You got to give them props too for showing up this morning.
Yeah.
The day 2 following celebrations and festivities.
Perfect. Yeah, look at that. I love that. Across the valley, looking at the way the sun is hitting the mountain. Okay, you did get something hot. All right. What'd you find?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you find?
It's called a red eye.
Really?
And remember what I was drinking last year when I popped into Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. So, yeah, it feels good to be back out doing like a remote location, broadcast and, of course, grabbing coffee. at
Hey,
Vail Mountain Coffee and
well,
Tea.
and you know what? One thing about the Strawberry Park lift where you are, you're between that and lift number 6 and 10. If you see the line get a little long at 6, because that's the main one, you get off the escalator, bam, you're right there. You can just kind of skate across the bridge to Strawberry Park, and then that way you don't have to wait in line. And if you're getting off those buses, you can just walk across the street because you can walk. There's that sidewalk behind you, and you could just start your day right there and just forget all about going to Main Mountain, Beaver Creek.
Yeah, so there's basically right there, you can see the path making its way over to where you could also book your snowshoe tours. There's the medical center that's right here as well. But again, looking at how to approach the mountain to avoid crowds, the traffic, I call it playing the game.
Yeah.
And because I have the ability to hit the slopes and some of the more challenging terrain earlier than starting at a green run or at the gondola, I could begin my day at the Westin. Get on the gondola
Oh,
there. It crosses the street to the landing, drops you off at chair 16. Boom, you're at the mountain, not even starting your day with a bus ride to the base of Centennial 6. You can start right there in the heart of Avon.
Yeah, and then you know what?
And
They
it
do.
drops you off right here.
Yeah, yep. It can get right over there. And then, yeah, so you could start, the landing is now open. Leave the Beeve is now open to take you down there at the end of the day. So you could maybe take that Weston gondola back down to Avon, especially if you're staying in one of the lodges right there. And the Thai, they have opened up Arrowhead. So that lift, the Arrowbahn Express, is open for you now. And I think just Cresta is basically what's open to get you back down. And once again, Beth Howard from Vail was explaining what's going on with there, and they have staffing shortages. We've had the challenge with late season snow. We're finally getting some snow, but it takes a lot of snow to be able to open runs. And I think for anyone that's hiked here in the summer, they see like the rocks and the scree fields, and especially over by like Grouse Mountain, like there's a lot of rocks there. So you want to have a good base.
Now, looking at how you've kind of brought up the staffing shortage, that will be the case in a lot of places. But over at Vail, they don't have a shortage of lights. And today
yes.
is the last of the Magic Vail lights.
Yes, Tom, I'm glad you mentioned that because, Magic of Veil Lights, if you've not seen this, hey, you know what? I even called one of my buddies over there at the Vail Valley Foundation. I'm like, hey, are they going to extend it? And he's like, not that I've heard. So I think this is really the last night. So 5 o'clock is when it starts. You can get a time at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, or 7 o'clock. It's about a half mile, they say, to walk through it. I've been through it. I didn't count my steps, but I've been there, and it really is such a really cool place. And a lot of cities do this, and so we're so glad that they started this last year and that they decided to continue it this year. Because Ty, no one really goes over towards the Betty Ford Alpine Gardens and the lower bench of Ford Park this time of year. Very popular in the summer, but really cool that you can hang out and see this little winter wonderland.
You're absolutely right. The people that do make it out there, especially early in the morning, those runners, those joggers, those with their pets, get out, kind of take in all of that can be seen. And the access. Now, what's really beautiful, again, are these lights. Today is the last day. Be sure to get your tickets for it by logging on to Magic of Vail Lights, or Magic Lights of Vail. I'm going to get the website right here, but you know what I mean. Get your tickets for this. Don't miss out on it like I am. We've been talking about it for a while, but due to the staff shortage around the valley, I've got like 5 or 6 jobs. I don't know where to be. I haven't missed out on the lights, but I haven't missed out on this promotional material.
Yes. You know what is magicoflightsvail.com.
Thank you.
And that's when you get your tickets. And I believe it's $20 for the adults, and I think 10 for kids, and kids 2 and under are free. And you can bring the stroller. There are a few stairs kind of through the Betty Ford Alpine Gardens area, but maybe you can get a little help moving that stroller around. But it is really fun. Wear proper footwear. Wear your boots or something with good traction. And the Thai, they have like a concession stand, and you can get some hot chocolate. You can even get like a spiked hot chocolate if you want. But yeah, tonight will be a good night to do that. And then if you are going to do that too, also stop by the Gore Creek Promenade and the International Bridge because they have the Vail Winter Fest. So the lanterns, the ice sculptures that are illuminated. Once the sun goes down and it gets dark enough, those lights pop up. So it's kind of cool to see. But hey, you're gonna have to dress warm because it is gonna get back to the single digits tonight. But at least it'll be above zero.
I like getting out and people watching and seeing how we all layer up,
Yeah.
for the conditions for winter, and you're seeing different styles from around the globe. You're seeing what people buy and how people choose to layer up, either in costumes and bright colors, or there's something real subtle and fashion forward, or fuzzy furry and snuggly. It's fun to bundle up, honestly.
Yeah, I heard there was costumes out yesterday, for New Year's Day. A lot of people were dressing up, and many times it's just those costumes that you can put over your clothes, so it's in addition to what your base layers are and everything. But yeah, we'll just see if there's any costumes today. I know a lot of football games are going on today, so a lot of people will wear their jerseys for their home teams, and so you can look for that on the slopes.
You actually can find the representation out there. But again, to remind everyone, the lift's open at Beaver Creek, 9 o'clock, 8:30 over at Vail, bundling up, sending your team, your home. But I want to share with everyone, we know that things are magical over at Vail, but let's also share with everything that's wonderful here in Beaver Creek. We're going to give you a report about some ending events here when we come back together.
Okay, perfect. All right, yeah, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to learn more about El Sabor, a great place to go grab some eats today, especially if it's a little chilly. And of course, we'll give you details on the weather.
Welcome to the club.
What's going on?
Get your arms up.
Hours of operation, whenever you need to feel good. The club has no dress code,
You got this.
no rules of decorum. Pets are allowed.
Now we're squat jumping up a storm. Quick.
You don't have to show your card at the door.
Breathe naturally.
There is no door to the club. There is no ceiling. And if you have 10 minutes,
Come on.
20, 30, and if you're wearing one of these, let's go.
Subaru and our retailers believe in giving back. That's why, in difficult times, we provided 150 million meals to Feeding America. And now, through the Subaru Share the Love event, we're helping even more. By the end of this year, Subaru will have donated over $225 million to charity. This is what it means to be more than a car company. This is what it means to be Subaru.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
All right, welcome back. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on up at Beaver Creek. Ty Diaz is standing by. He's braving the cold temperatures for us on this second day of the new year, January 2 of 2022. Hopefully you had a good new year, everybody. No new snow to report, but we did get quite a few inches in the last 7 days, so it's going to be great out there. It is going to be chilly, though, and we'll give you weather details in a minute, but want to talk about a few things going on at Beaver Creek, and we've wrapped up a lot of the things in December, of course, but we've got really fun things happening for your January, including that winter culinary weekend. The Snowshoe Series is coming back as well, and we'll have Beaver Creek Family Fun Fest every single Saturday. This Friday, for example, at the Vail Performing Arts Center, if you haven't picked up their program for this year, they've got a great lineup, especially for January. They have so many shows, almost every other night. It seems like there's something going on. The next show is going to be the Whiffenpoofs of Yale. They are going to be bringing in their a cappella sounds. This group has been performing for over 100 years. In 1909 is when the Whiffenpoofs started. It was a few members of the Yale Glee Club, and they were out at a bar singing some popular tunes of the day. And they started this group, the Whiffenpoofs, that long ago, and it's still going strong. So it's really going to be really fun to have that musical wonder right here, Friday, January 7th at 7:30 p.m. And then beyond that, we bring in all sorts of great shows from comedy to classical. We're going to have it for you. Bluegrass, the Simon and Garfunkel stories. So we've got so many different things coming up there. But our very own Meredith Kirkman had a chance to check in with Sarah Innerarity about what's coming up in 2022 for Beaver Creek. Let's take a look.
Hey there, I am joined with Sarah Innerarity with Beaver Creek Resort Company, and we're talking all the things that are coming up this month and early 2022 because there is a lot. Weekly events and big events to go ahead and get tickets for because you don't want to miss out. So Sarah, thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely, Meredith. It's great to see you.
It's great to see you. Oh my gosh, the hype is in the air of Beaver Creek. You have so many weekly events going on. Tell us what you offer.
We do. So we're so excited to bring back Thursday Night Lights. This is an absolute favorite of locals and guests alike. So bring the whole family Thursday at dusk and check in. And this is a great way to enjoy the mountain in a whole different way. So grab some glow sticks, some glow-ons, and ski down the front of the mountain, and then enjoy fireworks over the village.
Every Thursday?
Every Thursday.
Overachievers. And then Saturday, you have your Fun Fest.
That's right, Family Fun Fest is back. So this is a really nice carnival style event. So young guests really appreciate this. They can play games in the village, earn tokens, and then win some really fun Beaver Creek prizes.
That's awesome. Perfect for the family.
Definitely.
Locals, or of course the tourists that, even visiting Vail, you can come up and visit Beaver Creek on
Exactly.
Saturdays.
And we have Ken Carpenter, everyone's favorite local artist. He'll be here doing caricatures on Saturdays as well, which is so fun. So you have a nice little souvenir to take home as well.
Oh yeah, he's icon here
He's
in
great.
Vail. And we have some exciting events, new and of course our favorite events in 2022. Walk us through the Winter Culinary Series.
Absolutely. So Winter Culinary Weekend is back. This is one of my favorite weekends of the year. We bring in some amazing chefs from all over the country, some boutique winemakers and spirits partners, and then we partner with our great Beaver Creek restaurant. So we'll host wine paired dinners at Allie's Cabin, for example. We'll have a dinner at Hooked at Splendido, and then another really fun one is the ski in, ski out wine paired lunch up at Zach's Cabin. We'll have a snowshoe luncheon at Grouse Mountain Grill. So many things to offer, and then it culminates in the grand tasting Saturday evening at the VPAC.
That sounds so romantic. So is this a ticketed event?
Yes, so this is ticketed, and all the events are a la carte. So go to beavercreek.com/events, and then it'll send you to our ticketing page. And so you could pick 1, 2, as many events as you'd like to attend over the weekend, and we'll have a cocktail seminar, some wine tastings, all kinds of fun things.
Awesome. And then lastly, the Snowshoe Series that
That's
we
right.
love.
The Snowshoe Series is a real locals favorite as well. Sometimes Josiah comes out and runs, so he might be trying to set a personal record, but some people are out there just enjoying the scenery and getting some exercise in, and 3 beautiful courses over 3 months. And this one's a really great way to just enjoy the terrain and everything Beaver Creek has to offer.
I'm sure. Well, so much happening here in Beaver Creek for the families, for a romantic date, or just some solo adventure. If you want to learn more, you can go to beavercreek.com/events or download the app. It's super nice and helpful. Some bus information, and you're just going to stay up on top of all the Beaver Creek updates.
That's right. Beaver Creek Village Guide app in the App Store has everything right at your fingertips.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Sarah.
Great to see you,
I'll
Meredith.
see you out there.
Sounds good.
I like that Beaver Creek Village Guide app because it's very helpful, especially if you're looking for some deals. And they a lot of times will have some specials at different restaurants that you can know about. So, like just some different things going on at the Blue Moose or the Chop House, Carré Cafe, Dusty Boot, Golden Eagle Inn. And then once again, if you need a village map, you're like, hey, I want to go to this store. I heard about this store, but you don't know where it is. It has a village map for you as well, and then the details on the events. And today up at Beaver Creek, we're going to have some live music with Helmut Fricker, our very own Bavarian legend. He'll be up there playing the alpenhorn, playing the accordion, telling jokes from 3 to 5. And then we're wrapping up Cheer, Beaver Creek's Cheer, and so they're going to have fireside story time with Sven, and that's going to be between 4 and 7 this evening. So all week long they've had different things going on, whether it's acrobatics and juggling crackling fire with different performers, live music, and the story time. So that wraps up today. But go to beavercreek.com for more information, or once again, download that Village app guide right to your phone so you can have the details when you need it. All right, we're going to take it to a break. When we come back, we're going to give you some weather details. We'll check in with Ty Diaz again at Beaver Creek, and we'll introduce you to some Latin flavors in Lion's Head.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
It's winter and we are back. VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube,
on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand, 7 days a week.
Huh. Is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yep, that's right.
Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Are you asking if I'm 85 years old?
I mean, sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not.
Do I look 85?
What? No! You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
All right, I want to give you a look at the weather. This weather is brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact one of their broker professionals today to help you live the life you love. And our temperatures have not been budging much. But when we started the show, we were below zero down valley. Looking right now, Eagle is still 10 below zero. So a chilly start to the morning. Vail was coming in single digits as well. Edwards 7 below, Avon 3 below. Here's a live look at the roundabouts in West Vail and I-70. You could see traffic's heading east. People are making their way back to the Front Range, either to go to the airport or just travel home. Keep in mind, the traffic will be busy today eastbound. A lot of people returning after the holiday weekend, the holiday week. So if you are planning to leave around 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, you could get caught in some of that traffic. The best thing to do is either go early or wait it out. Go into the evening hours. So plan accordingly, just because it will be a busy travel day for the post-holiday weekend. And here's a quick look at what the roads are looking like right now. They have been greatly improved since the last couple of days, and the plows had a chance to catch up a little yesterday, especially after a busy, snowy week. We love the snow, but it's tough on the roads. So do make sure you have your snow tires ready to go, and that you have your winter preparedness, winter vehicle kit. Have a blanket in there, have some boots, have some snacks. Make sure gasoline is tapped off in your car so you've got a full tank wherever you're going. But right now, boy, we are below zero. It's 5 below zero, but it feels like 16 below. That temperature is really going to swing as we see the sun come up higher in the sky. So we'll see plenty of sunshine today, blue skies, and highs right around the mid to upper 20s, dropping down into the single digits, but it'll be above zero tonight. And then for tomorrow, probably the nicest day of the week if you're kind of a fair weather skier or rider. 38 for your high, plenty of sunshine, because then as we roll into Tuesday, Wednesday, the clouds are going to be increasing, and we're going to have a lot of wind on your Tuesday morning as this new system comes on through. And according to Joel Gratz from Open Snow, we could see a significant amount of snowfall midweek. So on your Wednesday for Vail, his models are calling for maybe 6 inches at Vail and also Beaver Creek. On Thursday, maybe 10 inches at Vail and 9 over at Beaver Creek. We're still a couple days out. It's kind of hard to predict, but that's what the models are saying right now on opensnow.com. So enjoy the sunshine, and then we have more storms coming. But, you know, if you're a local and you live here, you kind of learn to just love the snow no matter what, because it's going to mean more terrain will eventually open. It's so good for our rivers and our waterways, and of course, that fire danger that, as we saw in on the Front Range, fire danger isn't just a summertime thing. It's something that is year-round. But that's a quick look at the weather. Let's go to the terrain report, but let's bring in Ty Diaz and see where he is. He's standing by at Beaver Creek. And Ty, wow, look at that. Look at the frost flowers. They have so much snow on them.
Is it not wonderful?
Yes, it is.
You know, one of the many things that the snow also does for us, an attitude adjustment. Yes,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. We really do enjoy it. We definitely kicked off rolling into December with feels of fall still that lasted a long time. And then that snowstorm once it began, everyone just kind of woke up and said, oh yeah, that's right, winter. And it finally arrived. But like you're saying, the storms are going to return. But looking around, I was speaking with Sarah Enerarity, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, with my frozen face. She shares with me that in Beaver Creek, everything happening revolves around the ice rink right here.
Yes.
And so story time with Sven, you'll find that as we wrap up Cheer. But you also mentioned the Whiffenpoofs. That happens beneath the ice rink, as well as the dance feature of Harlem. Get your tickets for this one, happening on the 18th of January. That also happens beneath the ice rink at the Villar Performing Arts Center here in Beaver Creek.
Okay, well, Meredith, who's directing today, you mentioned Dance Theater of Harlem, and she said they're great. So take it from Meredith. She's going to know what the good dance groups are and everything. But Ty, no new snow to report in the last 24 hours. The last 48 hours, both mountains received 6 inches at that last storm. But we're going to open the lifts at Vail at 8:30, and then Beaver Creek is 9 to 4, 8:30 to 3:30 over on Vail. And we mentioned earlier, if you're just joining us, Ty and I were talking about ways to stay warm today, and gondola laps are one of them. You know, just taking the gondola as your lift up, whether it's out of Lion's Head, Vail Village, or the Chair-Gandhi combination at Centennial, and that way your body just gets a chance to warm up a little bit. You don't have that face freeze. And then also, I was saying, Ty, maybe challenge yourself a little more. Maybe do some bump runs. Get your body moving, and that's a good way to stay warm today as well.
My years of being an instructor for a class, as well as for privates and for families, when we're out on the slopes doing these lessons, and we're standing in the maze somewhere on the mountain, you know this trick to keep warm? Have your arms all the way out extended, your fingertips too, and just pop your shoulders like this. You can feel the blood pushing into your fingertips, and that's part of the exercise, like you're saying, on how to keep warm. Now, some of us make out that works because we're in shock. We're experiencing winter for the very first time, seeing snow for the very first time, the cold for the very first time. But to get into the experience is to kind of take some of these advice and practice it.
Yes.
And you'll find that it works.
Yeah. You're doing all sorts of things just to stay warm.
I feel like I'm in a Beyonce music video or something.
Totally.
Just
We got to get some
my
music
dance
going.
moves. Yeah.
Yeah. And I know Ashley does this where she kind of like, and I do that too when I'm outside. You just kind of like, and you just kind of get the blood down to your hands. And have you broken out the hand warmers I gave you yet?
You know, it's funny that you would ask. I don't know what it is about when you give me presents and I just want to keep them. They're in my pocket. I cherish you.
You're not even using them.
I should use them.
Okay, we should use them. Hey, Ty, you know, one thing we're going to do is talk about El Sabor. Well, no, first, Magical Lights. I know it's the last night to do this. So quickly, you can get your tickets at magicallightsvail.com, and then you can park in the lines, or the Vail Village parking structure. You can walk over there, or you can take the bus to kind of that Golden Peak area, and then walk through Manorvale. You'll see the covered bridge right there. And so last night for this, and I'm really glad they brought this back. It's only 2 years running. Last year it was kind of a COVID thing that they started as just another thing to do outside, and I'm glad they brought it back this year. But Ty, El Sabor, if you're looking for a place to warm up, that is right at the base of Lion's Head. I mean, you can hardly get any closer for your little après-ski stop off.
I've had the opportunity to speak with Mike, the proprietor of El Sabor, as well as Garfinkel's, about their proximity to the chairlift, both restaurants. And I love El Sabor for many reasons, and everyone knows that I'm a tequila person. I love their margaritas, their spicy margaritas. They also have the micheladas, which I've tried for the first time. But El Sabor, they're known for their burgers, and they're family-friendly, for the atmosphere and the price point.
I know, isn't that funny that, it is more of, Latin style, great Mexican food, but to be known for their burgers, they must be doing something right with the burgers. Have you had the burger?
We've had the burger. Meredith and I were there last month when we did the little shoot to kind of share with everyone about El Sabor. And man, she couldn't get her. Meredith got at that burger first. We probably should ask Meredith to describe it, but it's a fantastic burger. You're absolutely right. And taking in dining over at Vail, again, with the resort, we have the indoor mask mandates that are going on. Get your reservations. Not everywhere requires a reservation. On Mountain, reservations are required to get inside and try something. But you can walk into El Sabor and get a table, take your mask off, enjoy the margaritas, put the burger to the face there.
Totally. And you know what? Latin Flavors and Lion's Head, that's what we're talking about. It's on the cover of our arts and entertainment section. But hey, don't take it from me. Let's hear from Ty himself and Mike D with his segment at El Sabor. Here's more.
All right, if you're looking for a place that has happy hour, I know a place in Lion's Head, not too far from the Eagle Bond Gondola. A place in Lion's Head, not too far from the Eagle Bond Gondola, number 19. In Lion's Head, right by the skier bridge. And if you're looking for their menu, once you get here, there's a QR code, and I'm taking a look at it right now. I'm talking about El Sabor, and it is a Latin American cuisine that you can find here, authentic Mexican food and tequila bar. And much like you, if you're sitting at a bar, let's order a drink. Let's meet the bartender, Holly, right now. Holly, welcome to Vail Daily Live. Thank you for having us.
Hello.
Known for your tequila bar. And you have a signature drink here. People love the micheladas, they love the margaritas, but you guys take it a little further. Everything is made in-house, fresh ingredients. What do you have for us
today we're going to do a jalapeno cilantro margarita.
Ooh.
So first we're going to use our jalapeno infused tequila with our triple sec. And so we'll do 1.5 ounces of the jalapeno tequila and 1/2 ounce of triple sec. We will add some fresh cilantro into that as well. A little bit of jalapeno bitters.
Wow.
That's what makes the drink. All right. And our house-made margarita mix to top it off. Give it a little shake. And then that is your jalapeno cilantro margarita.
There it is, the training wheels. Got the lime right there, salt on the rim just the way we like it. Some like to use a straw, some don't like to use a straw, but for me, I'm gonna take this one to the head. Everything tastes so fresh.
So good.
And delicious. You ever get the salt? Yeah, it's time for another sip. Oh, that is fantastic. I'm really happy with this.
Glad you like it.
I'm sure you hear this all the time.
It's our most popular margarita by far. It's my personal favorite as well.
On that Sunday fun day, I'm sure people are looking for the hair of the dog, michelada.
Little michelada.
For those learning about what that is.
My favorite hair of the dog.
Oh, and what is a michelada?
So it's a beer of your choice, spices, and tomato juice. So we're gonna rim it with some tahini, which gives a little spicy finish at the end. Put just a couple ice cubes in there. And then we're going to take a couple dashes of hot sauce.
Whoa. Maybe that's the secret ingredient for hair of the dog, the spices?
A little bit of Worcestershire. Fresh squeezed lime juice. We'll use Pacifico in this case because that's what I usually do.
Pacifico?
Pacifico. You can use whatever you want, whatever your preference is. Top it off with tomato juice. Give it a little bit of a stir. And we'll top you off with a lime wedge.
Served
There
tall,
you go.
very similar to a Bloody Mary, but kind of like a bloody beer.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to take a taste of this one too. My first time having a michelada.
They're tasty.
It's probably your first time having one too. You can do so at El Sabor. Have to chase it back with something. To be responsible, thank you very much. The food's here. To be responsible, they say, even to make sure that you don't have a hangover, you should eat while drinking. Ty is double fisting again. All right, so food, we ordered ahead. What do I have here?
This is the Barbacoa Tacos. So our barbacoa is made in-house. It's marinated overnight. We top it with pickled onions, cotija cheese, cilantro, and then you get a choice of side. In this case, it's beans and rice, and a couple lime wedges.
El Sabor in Lion's Head. They have tacos. You have authentic Mexican food here. But the rumor has it that you are known for your burger.
Oh, the burgers. The burgers are the best. 2 double patties, but they're thin, and that's what makes it. It's the best. You got to come in for the burger.
Again, you can find El Sabor in Lion's Head right by the skier bridge outside, right by the Eagle Bound Gondola, number 19, on the snow, maybe 30 footsteps from the base. Happy hour, operate, 3 to 6 for your happy hour. Special
3 to
pricing.
6 every day, even on the weekends.
And the special pricing you have for during happy hour
Yep,
on
we've
drinks.
got $3 draft beers, $6 margaritas, 2 tacos for $5. You have the choice of chicken or carnitas. And then we also do a $10 burger. It's a bacon cheeseburger. Comes with a side of fries, and that's a good opportunity to come in and try our burger.
Looking around, as you can see, it is family friendly, and so are the price points. You can find El Sabor's menu online. And what's your website so they can check out the menu?
elsaborvail.com. Yep.
I have to take another bite. Thank you.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker.
Maui Jim sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Winter is coming, and you can enjoy every minute with Outside Plus, your membership to the outdoors. Whether you're exploring the backcountry or your local trails, Outside Plus has you covered. With expert advice on gear, product discounts, premium access to Outside TV and the Gaia GPS app, and inspiring content delivered from the most respected names in the outdoors. Become an Outside Plus member today to get free tickets and VIP access to this year's Warren Miller film. Join at warrenmiller.com/Outside Plus.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
All right, we're finally starting to see the temperatures budge just a little bit. Right now down in Eagle, it is 7 below. It was about 10 below when we started. We're going to see the temperatures swing into the above zero temperatures. We're 5 below in Vail right now, 6 below in Edwards, Avon, 3 below. But you can see the sun is starting to reach the valley floor, and once that happens, it will dramatically change things. We've got a little bit of an inversion right now where where it's actually cooler down in Eagle than it is in the higher elevations. So today, your daytime high, plenty of sunshine, will be reaching into the 20s. Overnight lows will be back into the single digits, but at least they'll be above zero. And then for your Monday, 38 degrees. So we're going to really warm up for your Monday. Overnight low right around the upper teens. Winds not too bad today. And then we'll see a change in the weather come Tuesday. And we could see quite a bit of wind when this change of the weather comes through, and a 40% chance of showers after about 11 a.m. and breezy with west wind 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts as high as 35. So that'll be the big change of the day. So probably the nicest day of the week, if you're a kind of a fair weather skier or rider, will be your Monday. And then the storms will last through your Tuesday night, Wednesday into Thursday, even Friday and Saturday too. So according to Joel Gratz with OpenSnow.com, right now, the team over there is predicting we could see maybe up to 6 inches by Wednesday into Thursday, and then maybe another 9 for Beaver Creek, another 10 on Thursday for Vail. So we like it. We want the storms to come through. This is the white gold. This is really what makes the whole world go around up here in a ski town is new snow, especially when we don't quite have all the terrain open for you. Right now, Vail's at 62% open, 199 trails out of 317, and 20 lifts out of 33 lifts. And then Beaver Creek, they are seeing 66% open. They have 113 trails open out of 169. And they did open up the Aerobahn Express, so that just happened this past week. And then Cresta, I believe, is the one run kind of in that area that's open to get you back down. But Bachelor Gulch is open with Gunders and Grubstake and Sawbuck. So that's a nice area to go if you love intermediate skiing. The Blue Squares, that's a wonderful place to go. And then Strawberry Park can get you over there. You could take the Primrose and intertwined catwalks to get back and forth to Main Mountain up at Beaver Creek. No new snow to report in the last 24 hours at either resort, but we did get 6 inches new in the last 48 hours at both resorts. So it's going to be a good corduroy kind of day. And I know it's a little chilly this morning. You might be thinking, oh, I'm not going to go out. No, go out, because sometimes on these really cold days, the snow, it's awesome. It has like this little squeak to it. It almost makes noise. It's crazy because it's so cold, but it's some of your best days are the coldest days. So just bundle up and get out there. And I think Ty Diaz was standing by someplace in Beaver Creek. Can we check in with him? All right. Okay. What's it looking like there? Oh, you know what? I've noticed ski school, a lot less skis in the background. I was watching Charlie yesterday, and it was full of children's ski school. I think a lot of guests, I mean, there's still a lot. That's really a lot. Oh,
This
wait,
could
look
all
at
just
this.
be rental returns at this point, is probably what you're alluding to. But what
Yeah.
I'm doing right now, I'm hanging out by this fireplace, this fire pit, where stories are told, like the one I'm about to share with you. My coffee, a really strong indicator of our current temperature. It's an iced coffee now, not so much keeping my hands warm. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
too
yeah,
bad.
but we are starting to see the traffic around Beaver Creek now. The staff making their way onto the restaurants, top of the gondola there, Spruce Saddle. Just make your reservations, get inside of there. Hopefully they have the prime rib this year. I'm a big fan of that.
Yep.
But you're also seeing the guests making their way to their lesson locations like you're sharing, because here in Beaver Creek, the lifts open at 9.
Yep. 9 o'clock over at Beaver Creek, 9 to 4, and then 8:30 to 3:30 right now in Vail. Hey, and Ty, you know what? If you are leaving and going to be heading back to the Front Range, or maybe don't have a early flight, outlets at Silverthorne right there on both sides of the interstate.
Savings.
Yeah.
I need to get some more gear from over there, some fashion forward, because, we're in the new year, new wardrobe. Stop by there, find something from J. Crew. I'm a fan. And find the deals and the savings. And especially when you stop by the information center and get that first 10% off discount code there. But you could also find anywhere upwards of 70% off. Walking out of there, just a steal that you'll find at the outlets.
Exactly, especially the Coach outlet. So I had a chance to talk to Peggy Siegland, and she brought her models out, and it really was kind of stormy that day that we filmed. So let's take a look at Coach at the outlets at Silverthorne. We're at the outlets at Silverthorne in front of the Coach outlet, to be exact. Joining me now, we have Peggy Ziegler. And Coach, such a great brand, lots of awesome fashions, and we're going to let people know what's hot this season.
Absolutely. This is like one of my very favorite stores, and you're wearing one of my very favorite items.
Look at this.
It is a unisex hoodie, which is so darn cute. $298 would be retail. Okay. It's going to be 50% off or more. And look at your white, fun unisex
look at this
backpack
cool
or side pack. Is that not cute or what? It's $328, 50% off plus. So it's an amazing store, and I have on, I think I have to have this, Trish, I don't know.
I know,
fabulous
it looks
trench.
great.
I mean, okay, the reason I love it so much, look at the button detail over here, amazing. I just love it, long. It's perfect for this winter weather.
That goes with it too.
Yes, love the scarf. It's pretty amazing with the Coach detailed signature. So my actual trench would be $798, at least half or more.
Okay.
And the scarf would end up being about $90. So it's pretty amazing.
All right, well, let's talk about our models, because we have
Yes.
some great looks from head to toe.
Absolutely. Well, first we have our beautiful Rachel. And Rachel has on her red trench. It's 3/4 length. She has her muffler on. She has her Dempsey collection bag. This is one of my favorite bags ever. And her sunglasses, which are pink and tortoise. Pretty amazing. Whole outfit would be $599. That's figuring it at 50% off, and maybe even more.
Okay, all right,
Yay.
you can mix and match. Okay, our next model. I love this cap.
Grace is looking fabulous. I'm obsessed with her trench. It's, again, a 3/4 trench. She has on her fabulous scarf, looking really fabulous. She's got her cap on, and if that weren't enough, oh yeah, I've got the J-Lo shearling, one of a kinder almost. They're very hard to get. Fabulous wristlet. Her whole outfit, including the J-Lo wristlet, would be $602, figuring it at 50% off, which is a great deal.
And then I like this puffy.
Beautiful Sydney, yes. This is a new one for Coach. I love it. Their puffer jacket. It's down, it's short, it's signature. She has on the Coach tee underneath, which is fabulous. She also has a J-Lo small tote, which is so cute. And her gloves, her sunglasses, whole outfit would be $782. If she were to buy this at 50% off, and who knows, you may get even more.
Okay, all right, so check out the discounts that you can find at the Coach outlet at the outlets at Silverthorne.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
That's got to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
All right, head on over to Carrots if you're looking for some Carolyn Tyler jewelry. I know Koji was here with his pearls. We have Steve Tobin with the sculptures. Really cool little jewelry place in Vail Village. But the weather, it is finally starting to warm up. We're still a little bit below zero currently, but once that sun gets higher in the sky, check out the difference. We will be 27 degrees later on for Vail. Here's a look, and each time we've been looking at this shot, looking at the West Vail roundabouts and I-70, we've been seeing the sun get a little bit closer to the valley floor, and that's going to warm things up dramatically. Overnight, we'll still be back to the single digits, but we'll be above zero. And then tomorrow, 38 degrees for the high and 19 for an overnight low, clear all throughout the day. But by Tuesday, we're going to see the clouds increase. We're going to see the wind pick up. In fact, the wind could be super gusty by our Tuesday. Wind gusts up to about 35 miles per hour. And then we'll have snow in the forecast for the next couple of days, midweek on into the weekend. And according to Jill Gratz at OpenSnow.com, Wednesday, we could see up to 6 inches at Vail and Beaver Creek. For your Thursday, the 6th of January, maybe 9 new at Beaver Creek, 10 over at Vail. And even for Friday, 3 more inches could be added onto that. So we're entering into another storm cycle towards the middle to the end of the week. So enjoy today, enjoy tomorrow as well if you like the sunshine. But keep in mind, it will be chilly out there today. No new snow to report in the last 24 hours at Vail or Beaver Creek, but in the last 48 hours, we did get 6 inches new. So I think it's going to be kind of a corduroy kind of day and a gondola day as well, especially this morning. You may want to take what we call gondola laps, where you maybe lap the Eagle Bond gondola, do some Born Freeze, head back up the gondola, come back down, Gandhi 1 out of Vail Village, or the chairlift gondola combination here at Centennial at Beaver Creek, where Ty Diaz is standing by. And let's bring him in and see where he has made it to. Ty, it's still shady where you're at. I can see the sun outside of our studios here in Eagle Vale, but what's the vibe out there this morning on the day number 2 of 2022?
Yes, it is day 2 of 2022, and I'm doing the tour of fire pits around Beaver Creek, if you haven't noticed, but I'm also making some friends as they're making their way to the slopes. You can hear the squeak that you were describing this morning, Tricia, walking on the snow. That cold temperature allows the ski boots and the snowboard boots to have that squeaking sound, but we're also making some friends that are around, talking with some people from Texas, from Denver, and the family over here wearing Helly Hansen.
We're from Lakewood.
From Lakewood.
Awesome.
Doing lessons this morning,
No,
I imagine,
no? We're going up. We don't need no lessons. We got this.
Oh, they've got this, and that's super. And I appreciate you sharing that, because that's the confident start to the year 2002. So if you're wondering how to handle 2022, think of it this way: you've got this. Thank you very much for that. So yeah, Tricia. But otherwise, a chilly start. 2 degrees is what it says on the message board over here.
Oh my gosh! Hey, you know what? And I like that he has the helmet or the hood over the helmet, because that's what they do now.
The hood over the helmet. Everyone's got their style.
Yep, the coats have the hoods that fit over the helmets, and that's a good way to stay a bit warmer. You know, do they have hand warmers? Do you want to give them mine that you never used?
If I could hear you, because the crowds are out here, I've got the hand warmers in my pocket. They're really not serving much of a purpose other than the fact that I have pockets and they're getting utilized.
Okay, good deal, good deal. All right, but it doesn't look like too much of a line there. And you know what? We got some time, because we're going to be opening up the lifts at Beaver Creek at 9 a.m. and then Vail is 8:30. But I'm glad the fire pits are
going.
going.
The times are 9 o'clock over here at Beaver Creek, but the crowds are starting to make their way here. We did see what would almost be the indicator of someone going after first chair for the start of the morning. Yeah. But if anything, we're just wanting to get after it. Just getting out on the slopes and bringing in the new year, day 2 of the new year, as we're seeing from this crowd out here. But yeah, not much of a line just yet. The staff are making their locations, posting up for the restaurants. A little bit more over here. We're starting to see the class developments down the row for the kids this morning.
Okay.
People are awake and they're making their way out here. Some are heading home and some are just arriving.
I know. That's another thing. A lot of people spent the holidays back in their respective states and cities, and then now they're going to go on their vacations. So, yeah, we're in it. We're in vacation mode, Ty. Okay, well, thank you so much for braving the elements this morning. I'm gonna let you warm up, and thank you so much for watching us today. If you didn't catch the whole show, you can always catch us later on demand. We're on Roku, we're on Apple TV, Amazon Fire. We're a podcast on Spotify, and Ty, Outside Television. We're now
Channel
on
17.
Channel 17, local broadcast here in the Vail Valley. So plenty of different ways to catch us every single day. But Ty, we'll see you. I guess I'm working tomorrow. Ashley's working tomorrow. So we'll see you in a couple days. Okay.
Yes, enjoy.
Okay, thank you very much for watching today. We will see you tomorrow.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
Vail Daily Live is here. Vail Daily Live is now.
It's winter and we are back.
Snow reports.
Grooming updates.
Road reports.
Party info.
Food and fun.
Want to know where to get the best deals?
We are your concierge of the Vail Valley.
VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube.
On Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand 7 days a week, starting at 7:30 a.m.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Live.
We are VDL.
BDL.
We are VDL.